Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, good morning to all. So in previous class, so we have studied the properties of conducting materials and copper we have studied. So we have studied the comparative, we have studied the comparison between copper and aluminum. Copper and aluminum we have studied. So both are the conducting materials and both are widely used in our electrical part, electrical field. So that part we have studied in previous. So today, continuation to that, we can study the properties of magnetic material. So how many types of materials we have studied? So mainly we have the conducting type material, magnetic type material, and insulating material. These three kinds of materials are important in the machine manufacturing. So in class we have already studied the conducting material and its property and a special comparative study between copper and aluminum. So today we shall continue with the magnetic material. So you can ask the question is that where is the magnetic material in our machine? So is there any magnet in our machine? No, we cannot find the magnet in our machine. So whatever machine is made up of, that material is the magnetic material, I can say. Whatever core is present, whatever body inside the machine is present, that is, we can say, it acts like a magnetic material, that acts like a, whatever iron part is there, it is not made up of iron, pure, it is a silicon steel, it is a silicon steel. It is nothing but iron only, but specifically telling it is silicon steel, or some kinds of carbons are added, carbon added silicon steel. Like that material we are having, that acts like a magnet, that's why it is called as, that is the that kind of materials are called as magnetic iron part or a core part. So whatever core part we have in case of transformer, or whatever stator rotor part is present in our transform in our machines, that is the magnetic material, that is the magnetic, it is acts like a, that acts like a magnetic material in our machines or in a transformer. Which kind of property it should have if it is acting like a magnetic material? If it is acting like a magnetic material, which kind, what are the properties it should have, magnetic materials? So magnetic material means what? They don't they don't act like a magnet. We are creating that, those are electromagnet. That magnetic material, our core material, our transformer core will carry the flux. Yes or no? That our transformer core will carry the flux from primary to secondary. What is the transformer operation? Principle of operation is that in case of transformer, both windings are not connected exactly. They are connected through magnetic path. So electrically isolated, magnetically connected. Transformer, you can say, it is electrically isolated and magnetically connected, I can say. Means what? In that core, flux will flow from primary to secondary. From primary to secondary, flux will flow. Flux will make the connection between primary to secondary. Flux will make the connection between primary to secondary. That's why, so whatever core material we choose, that is much important. That creates more part in the operation of that machine. That also should have some ideal properties that we have to study now. What are those? First one I can say, highly permeable. What is the meaning of highly permeable? Means what? Have you heard the word conductance? Have you heard the word conductance?
Yes, sir.
It is opposite to the resistance. Yes, correct. It is opposite to the resistance, right? You can say it is opposite to the resistance. So conductance nothing but what? It is opposite to the resistance. Resistance means what? Opposition to the current flow. Resistance means what? Opposition to the current flow. Conductance means what? Opposite to the resistance. Yes, this conductance and resistance, these two parameters are there in electrical field. Both are of the electrical field. In case of magnetic field, it conductance nothing but permeance. Understanding this one. In case of electrical field, we are calling it as conductance. In case of magnetic field, we are calling it as permeance. Conductance means what? Which allows the current. Permeance means what? Which allow the flux. Correct? In electrical field, current will flow. In magnetic field, flux will flow. Electrical field, current will flow. Magnetic field, flux will flow. Conductance means what? Which allows the current to flow. Magnetic field nothing but what? Sorry. Conductance means what? Which allows the current. Permeance means what? Which allows the flux. Getting this difference here? Understanding difference?
Yes, sir.
Difference nothing but is similarity. I am telling. I am simulating the electrical field and magnetic field. I am simulating the electrical field and magnetic field. In electrical field, current. Magnetic field, flux. Electrical field, resistance. Magnetic field, reluctance. Electrical field, conductance. Magnetic field, permeance. Getting this one? So whatever magnetic material we have, whatever core material we have, whatever iron material we have, that should have the high permeable means what? It should allow the high flux to flow. If flux flow is more, what happens here is that primary to secondary connection will be fast. Primary to secondary connection will be fast and efficiency also more. Whatever from primary side will send, so same amount will come at the secondary side. Output will be high compared to the input. Output will be almost, there is no much difference between output to input. Means loss is less, efficiency is more. That's why, so whatever magnetic material we are using, that should have the high permeable one. Should have the high permeable one. Means what? It should allow the high value of flux, which allows the flux to flow. It is called as permeable or permeance. Permeance. Next, low reluctance. Low reluctance. What is meaning of reluctance here is that which is opposite to the permeance. Which is opposite to the permeance. It is similar to the resistance. We should not say it is resistance. We have to say it is similar to the resistance. Understanding this one? We have to say similar to the resistance. Similar to the resistance. Low resistance means what? Low resistance in electrical field. In magnetic field, what we can say? Low reluctance. We can say it is low reluctance. We can say high permeable means what? It should have low reluctance. Both are in this PPT. You can see that permeance. Second formula I am written here. Permeance is equal to 1 by reluctance. Permeance is equal to 1 by reluctance. Like that. If it is having the high permeable, it should have the low reluctance value. The resistance kadime irbeku. Next, another formula you check here is that reluctance is equal to what? MMF by flux. Reluctance is equal to MMF by flux. Here, it is similar to the V by I. Ohm's law it is. R is equal to V by I. Similar to the Ohm's law. R is equal to resistance. R is equal to V by I. ಅದೇ ತರ V by I ಬರೀತಿರಲ್ಲ. V ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್, I ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್, R ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಅದೇ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ನಾಗ ಆರ್ ಅಂದ್ರ ರಿಲಕ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಬದಲಿ MMF, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬದಲಿ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು. In case of magnetic field, reluctance is equal to MMF by flux. It is similar to the V by I. Similar to the V by I. MMF by flux. Reluctance is equal to MMF by flux. If reluctance is low, then what about flux here? Flux will be high. Both are inversely proportional. Reluctance is equal. Reluctance is high. If reluctance is low, MMF will be reluctance is low, flux will be high. If flux will be high means what? It will allow more to flow. It will allow the more flux to flow inside that body. ಕೋರ್ನಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಷನ್ ಲಗುನೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್? ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಲೌಸ್ ದಿ ಮೋರ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? It will not reach the saturation immediately. Saturation point is high. Our material saturation point high. It should have the. That's why what is the third one? High saturation induction. It should have the high saturation induction. High permeable ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ exactly low reluctance ಇದೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Low reluctance ಅದಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಷನ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಅದರ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ it is having the high saturation point. High saturation is having lagune ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. I have studied right in of limitation. One of limitations reach ಆಗೋದು. But proper ನಮ್ಮ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ it should high saturation induction. ಲಗುನೆ ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. It has to carry more flux. It has to carry flux. More flux, more output and more efficiency, high efficiency I can say. Next one, high electrical resistivity. High electrical resistivity, for what it is? Electrical field now. Yes, whatever core material we are having, that should not carry the current. If it carries the current, what happens? Can anyone tell me that? If our core carries electrical current, what happens? Which kind of loss it is?
Copper loss.
Iron loss.
Iron loss.
No, madam.
Iron loss.
Iron loss in that which one? In iron loss na adu. The iron loss correct. Adrag matte ಎರಡು ಬರ್ತಾವ iron loss ನಾಗ. ಒಂದು eddy current.
Hysteresis.
Hysteresis loss. It is the hysteresis loss. If our core carries current, core ಒಳಗ current flow ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಿತ್ತಂದ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ loss ಅದು. So core should not carry the current. Core should carry the flux only. Core ಒಳಗ flux ಅಷ್ಟೇ flow ಆಗಬೇಕು. Current flow ಆಗಬಾರದು. Current conductor na flow ಆಗಬೇಕು. Getting this one? So that whatever magnetic material or core should have the high electrical resistivity. Means what? That should not carry the current. Means what? If it carries the current, what happens? Loss. We have the hysteresis loss. That's why to avoid the loss, to reduce the loss, should not carry the current. That's why that material should have the high electrical resistivity. Next point.
Sir,
narrow hysteresis loop. Having this one resistance here.
Hello?
For iron it is thin. Yes.
Sir, actually losses are in the form of heat, na sir?
Any question?
Sir,
It's
losses
in the
are
form of heat only.
Yes.
In the form of heat only.
Yes.
We'll discuss at last. I am recording this part. Now recording one month last year. Question entertain model. Okay. We'll explain now. At last we can have the question answer session. Okay. Next part is about the, is it audible properly, whatever I'm telling?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next part is about the narrow hysteresis loop we have. Hysteresis loop means what? It is the representation of BH curve, flux density and flux density and BH curve. It is but what? It will give the information about the material and its property based on its size, based on the look, can say it is this well, it is having this property, it can carry this much flux, it is having this much flux density, that we can understand with the help of hysteresis loop. If it is having narrow hysteresis loop, what happens here is that loss will be less. So whatever loss we may have due to that flux flow, that will be less. It will not, if it is narrow, it will not retain the much flux. It will not retain the much flux. That's why it should have the narrow hysteresis loop. Next, we have the high Curie point. Next, what is meaning of Curie point is that it is with respect to temperature. It is with respect to temperature. If it is high, it is with respect to temperature. Means what? It is the temperature, it is the point of temperature at which, it is the temperature at which magnetic material loses its properties. If it is the temperature at which our magnetic material loses its property, it will become diamagnetic. It will become diamagnetic. That is the high. That's why it is having the. It should have the high Curie point. It should have the high Curie point. Means what? Its temperature, withstanding temperature ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು nothing but we can say it is the withstanding temperature. Withstanding temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಆದಷ್ಟು. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? So our magnetic material will lose its property as early. That's why, so temperature, it is a point of temperature at which magnetic material will lose its property. That's why, so temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುವುದೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ temperature raise ಆಗೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, heat generation ಆಗೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So that should not lose its property. That's why it should have the high Curie point. Whatever core material we are using, that should have the high Curie point. Getting this one? These are the properties of magnetic material. It should be highly permeable, low reluctance, high saturation induction, high electrical resistivity, narrow hysteresis loop, high Curie point. High Curie point. These are the properties of magnetic material. Next, we have the properties of insulating materials. Properties of insulating materials. So, what are the common insulating materials as we have studied? So many materials we have studied, you know very well, but we may not use in our machines and all, but we may not use that. In transformer, in machines, we may not use those kind of machines, but we know that insulating materials. What are those? In home only you can have rubber. Rubber is the insulating material. Plastic is the insulating material. Then wood is the insulating material. And in case of liquid, varnish is the insulating material. And in case of air, we can say in air is nothing but is the insulating material. Air is nothing but insulating material. So SF6 gas is present in a circuit breaker. We use that. We use the insulating material, that is SF6 gas. That is also insulating material. So we have many insulating materials come across. But along with that, in case of machines and in our transformer part, some kinds of other kinds of insulating materials they are using. That, for example, resin nothing but is on the under type material. it will not carry the current. Insulating act resins antara amele mica antara paper. So many insulating materials we are using, so those properties we shall study now. Insulating material is nothing but it should insulate the current. Current carry ಆಗಬಾರದು, flux current ಇರೋದು avoid ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Insulating material, what are the properties it should have? First thing, it should have the high dielectric strength. It should have the high dielectric strength. Dielectric strength nothing but it is its strength. It is the strength of that insulating material. Dielectric strength of that. It should have the high strength. It should have the high strength. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಂಗೆ ಅದು ಸುಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಕರಗಬಾರ್ದು. If it burns, what happens? Again, there is a short circuit happens inside the machines. Short circuit motor burner nothing but ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಷನ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಷನ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಷಿನ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ it should withstand high temperature. ಲವನೇ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. Like that property it should have. It should have good thermal conductivity. In meaning a thermal conductivity ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತೀರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ thermal ಏನಿದು thermal conductivity ಅಂದ್ರೆ thermal conductivity nothing but it is not a current conductivity, it is the temperature. Heat flow ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. Whatever heat is present inside the machine should come out from that insulating material as early as possible, because main point of heat generation is that our winding core nage heat generation ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Core or winding, in the core and winding, in that place only we will have the more amount of heat generation. More amount of main ಅದೇ part ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ generation ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So whatever heat is generated from in core and winding, that should come out as early as possible. Core ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲೂ insulating material ಇರ್ತದೆ, winding ಸುತ್ತಲೂ insulating material ಇರ್ತದೆ. Whatever heat is present, that should come out as early as possible through this insulating material. That's why it should have the good thermal conductivity. The machine correct ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? heat generation ಆಗೋ ತಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು as early as possible. That is important. That's why you should have the high thermal conductivity, high resistivity. It should not carry the current. Should not consume much power. There is a correction here. There should be a correction. Should not consume should not consume much power. It should withstand stresses. So in case of machines, what happens here is that centrifugal force will come. Machine ತಿರುಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ. That should withstand that. Even in transformer mechanical, what you can say, which kind of it is, loading ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮೇಲೆ, loading. So we can say mechanical stress it may come across, that has to withstand. Next point, it should not absorb the moisture. It should not absorb the moisture. Moisture na idu absorb ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. ಏನು ಇರ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀರು ಹನಿ ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀರು ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ absorb ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. ಅದು not absorb the moisture. And it should be flexible and cheap in cost, and should be withstand vibrations, abrasions and bending. In the vibration, machine jor operatalagattadre vibration ಆಗ್ತದೆ, abrasions nothing but jerkings, sudden jerk ಆಗ್ತಲ್ಲ starting, at that kind of things. Bendings, that should withstand by the insulating material. ಈ machine ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ bend ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, in the vibration ಆತಂದ್ರೆ insulating material ಉಚ್ಚ ಬೀಳಬಾರ್ದು, strength ಇರಬೇಕು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. Then liquid insulator should not evaporate. Heat ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋಣ ಅದು evaporate ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು insulating material. So whatever liquid insulators we have should not evaporate because of that temperature. So these kind of properties should have. Whatever insulating material we are using, So that should have this kind of properties. High dielectric strength should withstand high temperature, good thermal conductivity, high resistivity, should not consume much power, should withstand stresses, not absorb the moisture, be flexible and cheap, withstand vibrations, abrasions and bending. Liquid insulators should not evaporate. Getting this one? This is the properties of insulating material. The properties of insulating material. Next important part we have to discuss. What is that? So I'm going to discuss now this part. Classification of insulating materials based on thermal consideration. Classification of insulating material based on thermal consideration. It is one of the important question for the exam point of view. In every question paper, you can see this question. In every question paper, you can see this question. So question they frame like this. What are the desirable properties of insulating material used in insulating material? Give the classification of insulating material based on the thermal consideration with the example of materials used in each class. So you can see that in Jan, July, January, continuously in every semester, in every question paper, this question is present. This question is present. So like this is one of the important question. We have to draw this table, that's it. What is this one? Classification of insulating materials based on the thermal consideration. Actually, we are classifying based on the solid, liquid, gas. We have the solid insulating material, liquid insulating material, and gaseous type insulating material. That is based on structure. Now, based on thermal consideration, how much temperature they are withstanding, how much temperature that will withstand, based on that classification they are doing. Even they have given example also. Example also they have given. We shall check that one by one. Is it visible whatever I am showing here?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, we shall discuss this now. So insulation class are writing like this. We are writing insulation class like this. It is a Y class, A, B, F, H, C. So name of the insulations part. They are naming like this: Y, A, E, B, F, H, C. And temperature 90 degree, 105, 120 degree, 130, 155, 180, more than 180, like that. So if it is working with the temperature of 105, that is A class insulation. A class insulation is working with how much temperature? It is working with the temperature of 105 degrees Celsius. A class insulation material is working with the temperature of 105.
105.
E class insulation is working with the temperature of 120 degree,
120.
like this. B class 130 degree, F class 150 degree, H class 180, C class 180. It is so based on the requirement they are going to use this kind of materials. If it is a high rated machine, it will carry the high temperature. Heat generation is more. For that, so high temperature related insulation will be used at that point. If it is a low rated machine, low class insulation material. Like that, based on the requirement and place where we are using this, these materials are used. Example also they are given. Even in example, they may ask the question example also. So classify the insulating materials based on thermal consideration and write the example for each class. So now it is available here. For a Y class, what are the examples you can see? Cotton, silk, paper, wood, cellulose, fiber, etc. Without impregnating oil immersed. So these are the insulating materials they are using: cotton, silk, paper, wood. All these are the materials used at 90 degrees Celsius. It is come under the Y class. So next in A class, different natural resins they are using, insulating oils they are using, and laminated wood, varnished papers. These are the examples. For E class, nylon tapes, cotton, paper laminations, synthetic resins they are using. For a B class, mica, glass, fiber, asbestos. There are the things they are using. Next, F class is the materials of class B with a more thermal resistance bonding materials. Some corrections with the B only, they are used as a F, like this. And then H class, glass fiber, asbestos materials, built up mica with the appropriate silicon resins. It's seen how much temperature it is, greater than 180. Mica is the example. Ceramics are the example. Ceramics means what? Can anyone give me the example for ceramics? Ceramic you one example ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ?
Saucer,
What, sir?
Ceramic. Example for ceramic material. Ceramics ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
cup, saucer,
ನೋಡಿರಿ? ಹಾ, ಕಪ್
Porcelain
ಸಾಸರ್.
insulator. Porcelain insulator, sir.
ಹಾ ಹಾ ಅದೇ 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 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೇಳಕತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅದೇ ಕಪ್ ಸಾಸರ್ ಮನ್ಯಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಕಪ್ ಸಾಸರ್ ಚಾ ಕುಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ.
Sir.
That is nothing but it is the material is ceramic. It is ceramic. It is glass. So these are the things we are using in case of C class. So insulation classes whatever we have Y, A, E, B, F, H, C with respect to the temperature. Even they have given the examples of materials. Main use ಮಾಡೋದು ಇವೆ: wood, silk, cotton, cellulose, mica use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, fiber use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, glass. In case of transformer, paper they are using. In case of transformer winding ಒಳಗೆ paper ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೈಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಇವನ್ ಇನ್ ಮಷಿನ್ದಾಗೂ ಮೋಟರ್ದಾಗೂ ವೈಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
Yes, sir.
So those are the insulating materials they are using based on the requirement, based on the places where we are using that. It is the classification of insulating material based on thermal consideration. So it is one of the very much important question for the exam point of view. So you can see this one in all question papers. You can see this question. So what are the desirable properties of insulating material? So in previous slide, whatever you have explained, that you explain and give the classification of insulating material and give the classification and examples. Materials they are using. Materials nothing but examples. Those you write. So like this, you have to explain things. They may ask for a 6 marks or 8 marks. This question may be for 6 marks or 8 marks. If it is for 8 marks, definitely they will combine the desirable properties. If they ask for only for 6 marks, they ask only classification part. So like this, they may ask about this part. So what all things we have studied today? We have studied the properties of magnetic material, properties of insulating material, and classification of insulating material based on thermal consideration. So today we have studied the properties of magnetic material, properties of insulating material, and classification of insulating material based on thermal consideration. 3 things we have studied today. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.